Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at adding and subtracting whole numbers and decimals. This is Readiness Practice 4.4a Advanced version. If you are interested in exploring the intermediate or proficient versions of 4.4a, or looking at the Readiness Practice resources lined with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description. So for our first problem, we are buying things at a bakery. All right, so we've got a loaf of sourdough bread. So I'm just going to put SB for sourdough bread. That's $4.58. We've got a blueberry muffin. I'm going to put BM for that. That's $3.28. So the baker's having a special discount of $1.99 off any order that's over $10. Okay. So Jessica's going to buy one loaf of sourdough bread and two blueberry muffins. So let's add another blueberry muffin here. Let's do $3.28. Let's first see how much that costs to see whether she qualifies for that $1.99 off. So that's 8, 16, 24. That's going to be 5, 7, 9, 11. Bring my decimal down. That's going to be 10, 11. All right, so that definitely gets the $1.99 off. So her subtotal is 11.14. I'm going to take off the $1.99. So that means I need to subtract, which will mean a lot of regrouping here. So take away a dime. Break that up into 10 pennies. Now I've got 14 pennies. 14 minus 9 is 5. Need to take away 9 dimes. I don't have any dimes. So let me take away a $1 bill, break it up into 10 pennies, or 10 dimes, excuse me. 10 dimes minus 9 dimes is 1 dime. And then I've got $10 versus minus $1 is $9. So now it's $9.15. Now, Jessica's going to pay with a $20 bill. So this is her total cost. All right. Now, she's going to pay with the $20 bill. I'm looking for her change, which means I need to pay for $20. And there's no decimal, so you can always put it after the ones place. I need to subtract what it cost, $9.15. Lots of regrouping here. So I need to take a $10 bill, leave one, and that is going to give me 10 ones. I'm going to take a $1 bill, leaving 9. That is going to leave me 10 dimes. Take a dime, leaving 9, give me 10 pennies. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 9 is 0. All right, so there we go. So her change is $10.85. We did quite a bit of addition and subtraction to get us there. Next, we have Jamal. He has $100 saved up. He spends money on sneakers and a jacket, then he earns more money on the lawn, then he buys a hat. All right, so how much does he have now? Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. So let's do it in chunks. So you have $100 saved up. When you spend, you subtract. So let's do $100, and I'm going to label it as saved. And then this is sneakers. All right, so I need the decimal 00 because I want to spend 32.78 on sneakers. So lots of regrouping here. So let's take 100, leaving no hundreds. That's going to make 10 $10 bills. Take a $10 bill, leaving 9. That gives me 10 ones. I can take a 1, leaving 9. That gives me 10 dimes. Take a dime, leaving 9. 10 pennies. Now we're good to go. 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. Let's get our decimal right there. 9 minus 2 is 7. And then 9 minus 3 is 6. So at this point, he's got $67.22. Then he spent $24.95 on a jacket. So we're going to subtract that as well. So let's put jacket underneath here. And we're going to subtract $24.95. So more regrouping needed. So I'm going to take a dime, leaving 1. That gives me an extra 10 pennies. Now I've got 12 pennies. 12 minus 5 is 7. I need to take a $1 bill, leaving 6. Now I've got 10 plus that 1, so I've got 11 dimes. 11 minus 9 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2, and then 6 minus 2 is 4. So now we've got $42.27. Later he earns, so we're going to add money there. All right, so uh, mowing is lawn. So mowing lawn. For this one, I want to add 1550. So let's put that back in. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a 7 and a 5. So now we're looking at 5777. Then he's going to buy a hat. So now we have to spend more money. All right, so let's make this red. So this is a hat. And what was the cost of that hat? 1865. So I don't need to regroup in my decimals. That's 2, that's 1. I do need to regroup here. So that's going to be a 9, 39.12. How much money does Jamal have left? So Jamal has done a lot of work, let's call that $39.12 left. All right. For our third problem, we have a shipping company and we're transporting packages, transporting packages, transporting packages, and then we've got some damages. Okay. And we have some defects. How many packages were successfully transported? Well, we've got a lot of numbers here. Let's make this first quarter. So I'm going to make this an abbreviation we use is Q1 for quarter 1, Q2 for quarter 2, Q3 for quarter 3. First, let's figure out how many packages were transported, or at least the shipping company originally put out there. So I'm going to just stack my numbers up here: 2, 7, 5, 6, 3, 4. I'm not going to place my comma. I don't want to accidentally think it's a 1 when I'm regrouping. All right, so 3, 4, 8. Obviously, lining these up are extremely important. 920. And then 492, 983. All right, so this is all that was originally sent out. So let's add that up. That's a 7, that's a 10, that's a 13. I've got a 7 and an 18, that's going to be 25. I've got a 10, that's a 17. I've got a 10 and 11, that is 21. And I've got 2, 4, 8, 11. So now let's go ahead and put some commas here just so we can make sense of this number. 1,117,537 packages were sent out in those 3 quarters. However, and so let's see what we have here. We've got some damages and some defects. And so I need to subtract those. I can either subtract in 2 different chunks. I can minus the 89,000 and minus the 32,000. I want to go ahead and add those 2 up so I can do one subtraction. So let's figure this out. So this is damage, and I'm going to abbreviate that with DAMG, 89,245, and I'm going to talk about my defects. I will just abbreviate that with DEF, 32389. First, I want to see how much products is just no good. Let's add that up. I've got 14. I've got 12. That's 13. I've got 6. I've got 11. And I've got 12. So 121,634, no good. So how many successful packages were transported? What I need to do is I need to subtract those 2. So I need to take my 1,117,537, and I need to subtract, line it up correctly, 121,634, because those are defected or they have damage, and those are not successful. So that's 3, that's 0. I do need to regroup here. That's 9, that's 5. I need to regroup here. That's 9, and then 10 minus 1 is also 9. So I've got that number, 995,903. So we can say there were 995,903 packages successfully transported. And that will be our sentence to end this problem. Transported. If you are interested in looking at the readiness practice resources for 4.4a, either the intermediate or the proficient versions, or for the readiness practice resources aligned with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description.